So covering the doorway. That's it, bumped. Door handle's closer to him, so he'll use it and he'll open it, and then the next bloke goes in they go.
This is the Northumbria Police Training Centre, used by police from across the country. After 2 Yorks put a strong case to the MOD of the value of the facility in preparing for Kabul, they hired out the centre for 2 days' use.
This is a new environment for the lads, so they've never been here before, so it makes them sharper and they're not going through the motions of entering buildings and clearing buildings that they've done on numerous occasions in the past.
It's really valuable. I mean, you speak to any of the blokes at the end of this and they'll tell you they got a lot out of it. You know, we're using the mark around train system, so the simunition, and you know, the lads enjoy using that. It's very hard for them to get hands on that.
Even details as simple as having doors on buildings, something many military urban setups lack, allows the soldiers a much more realistic experience. One of 2 Yorks' main roles in Kabul is what's referred to as Guardian Angel. Introduced after a spate of green-on-blue attacks in Afghanistan, their job is to protect those working as mentors in the Afghan Officer Academy, allowing them to focus on their job without worrying about security. Much of their training involves learning how to de-escalate a situation using force as an absolute last resort.
Get away now. Get away.
Down a clinical-looking corridor across the road, more troops are using lasers to practice a range of scenarios.
Now, you don't need to see this. You don't want to see this.
British Army, place it down or I'll shoot.
As the guys are going through different scenarios and reacting to what they're seeing on screen, they're being videoed the whole time. So at the end of a scenario, whilst they're being questioned about the actions they took, maybe the warnings they issued, the posture they adopted, this is all being recorded. So at the end, they'll go through a debrief process and be asked, you know, to justify their actions.
Back in the urban setup, it's time to train for the worst-case scenario of force on force. And with simunition, the more jackets, the better.
You wear double layers and obviously you've got the mask, so you can't get in the face, but if you do get hit in like the thighs or anything like that, it can proper knock. Like, yeah.
So it's very similar to paintballing. We're using the same weapon systems we'll use in theatre. There's just a different bolt being put in, and instead of obviously a warhead, it's actually a plastic capsule with paint inside.
With the blank, you know, I won't say they pay lip service to it, but you know, they can take that step back sometimes. Whereas obviously if you get hit with the simunition, it really does hurt. So like that in the corner now, it obviously alleviates the chance of them getting it wrong in theatre. It's all about having the confidence then to continue the fight, all about momentum, you know, getting through that doorway, getting away from that where the danger area is going through the doorway.
Listening then, unload!
Very excited. Been in the army now 4 years, and it's like what you join up to be, especially as an infantryman. Definitely nervous. It's a completely different country. It's a different way of life, but prepared for it. Yeah. So I think my nerves will calm down when we get over there, get used to it, get into a routine, and after that it just becomes a normal job, normal day-to-day job then over there.
All of them are looking forward to going on the tour. You know, the army's not as busy as what we were used to be with the Herricks and stuff. There is an enemy still out there, and I think any opportunity for us to get on tour, they'll take it.
The 2 platoons from 2 Yorks now return to Catterick, where their training continues as they prepare to deploy in just a few months' time. Hannah King, Forces News in Newcastle.